Hi there, welcome back to Hunt Hill at Home. This whole week we've been studying ephemeral things, and ephemeral things are things that don't last for a very long time, but are still worthwhile to learn about. So we've learned about a lot of different things this week, from ephemeral ponds to ephemeral flowers. We've made ephemeral art, and we learned about mayflies that only live one day as their adult lives. And today we're going to do a little fun activity that is also ephemeral, meaning that its products don't last very long. Sometimes they can be wiped out within a day. And it's okay because it's a fun learning experience for you. So today we're going to be making fairy houses, and fairy houses are a really fun activity for you to do outside. Today is a great day to do them. It's beautiful and sunny out. You can see the blue skies behind me. And I'm out on the Red Oak West Trail right now. This is a really fun trail that doesn't get a lot of use, so it's nice to come out and see here all of the things that you don't get a chance to see. Often I'll spot a barred owl on this trail. It likes to hang out in this woods. Since we're doing fairy houses today, I've got a joke about a fairy for you for our joke of the day. So, a fairy appears to this old man, and she says, in her soft little fairy voice, because she's a very small little fairy, she says, I will grant you 3 wishes. What would you like? And the old man says, can you speak up? I can hardly hear you. She says, yes, I can. I can grant you 2 more wishes. All right, let's get started with our fairy houses. Now, I call these fairy houses, but of course, this could be anything that you imagine. If you like trolls, this can be your own troll house. If you want to make a spot for a toad to hide, it can be your toad house too. We're just making these mini houses just for fun. So, first thing you gotta do is you need to figure out what you're going to use as materials. Now I'm gonna switch my view so you can see what I'm looking at here. There are tons of materials that I can use around here to build my houses. You can use anything that interests you on the ground, any leaves, any sticks, any acorns, rocks, all of those sorts of things will work for this. What you don't want to use are things that are green and growing. Those things are alive. So right here, we've got a little trillium here. If I were to pick this, this would no longer be able to live and grow and live its full life. So we want to make sure that we're using things that are already dead and down. So if they're brown and down, you're good to go. And then, next thing you've got to do is choose a place to build it. Now, this is really up to your own imagination and interests. Right there looks like a good spot if you wanted to have a little house near some moss and a fallen log. That's a really cool spot. There's a lot of little mossy areas around here. When I went exploring just before this started, I saw this tree and it piqued my interest. And I noticed that it had kind of a little divot under here where the roots are, and I thought that would be a great place to build a little fairy house. So we're going to build ours right here. Now, I gathered up some things beforehand, so you don't have to watch me gather up all my things. But I've got some different pieces of bark. I've got this really cool maple leaf that it looks like it's been chewed out already, so there's lots of leaves, parts of the leaf missing, and you can just see the veins are holding it together. I gathered up some little seeds, things like acorn caps, and those maple seeds that are kind of like helicopter seeds. So I'm going to use a bunch of those to build this. Now you can make your house as complicated or as simple as possible. This is just a chance for you to get out, explore nature, enjoy being outdoors, especially in this beautiful weather. So I'm going to start with my base. I just took a little bit of birch bark here and I bent it in half. And that can be kind of my roof of my house here. So I'm going to stick it right in there. This spot's already been kind of cleared out. I wonder if a chipmunk or something has been using this area. That makes it a really good spot for me to set up a little path to my house. So I have all these acorn caps. I'm going to just set out a little path right in there. Then I've also got this thing. I'm not sure what I should use it for. It looks like, since you can see through it, it might make a good window. I'm going to have it be a back window here. You can see through it, but it's kind of covering the back. I found this piece of bark, and it looks like a slide to me. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to imagine that my fairy would have the desire to have a little playground. So maybe it'll fit right through here. And then you could slide down the slide, if you were that small at least. I might want to decorate or add a door. Let's add a door here to the front. So I might have something like that. And I might add a few little seeds around there, maybe just to mark the area. And voila, I have a fairy house, or a toad house, or a troll house, whatever you want. I hope that you get a chance to go out and build your own fairy houses. This is a really good activity for you to learn about the different materials that are out there and their properties. That's something that engineers do, so even if you think this is playing and being silly, you're still learning a lot by just building and doing things. So I hope that you enjoyed. Have a